Hello students, today we will start exercise 11.3 of class 8 chapter mensuration. Okay, so see first question, and let me tell you, in this exercise we are going to deal with cube, cuboid and cylinder. Okay, so we have to use here total surface area of cube, cuboid and cylinder and lateral surface area of all the three figures. Okay, so see there are two cuboidal boxes as shown in the adjoining figure. Which box requires the lesser amount of material to make? It means what we have to do, see first we have to, this is a cuboid and this is a cube. Why? Because length, breadth and height is same. So this is a cube, and here you can see all the three measurements are different. So this is a cuboid. So here what we have to calculate, and let me tell you one thing also. If only area is mentioned, then we have to calculate total surface area, and in case of lateral it is already mentioned in the question, and if nothing is given then area has to be considered as total surface area. Okay, now total surface area of a cuboid is 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. Here this is length, this is breadth, this is height. Once we will put all the values in the formula, what we will get, see here, total surface area of a cuboid 2LB BH HL, that is equal to, after calculating, 14,800 centimeter square. Okay. After that we have to calculate the total surface area of a cube, that is 6 into side square, 6 into side square. So what is the side here given? See, side of a cube is given 50. So 6 into 50 square, that is 15,000. Okay, so here you can easily see 14,800 and 15,000. Which one is greater? Greater one is area of a cube. It means for which shape, or we can say which figure, we need less material to make. We need, for cuboidal shape we need lesser amount of material to make the cuboid. Okay, so this is our question number 1. Now let us see what is given in question number 2. So this is question number 2. A suitcase with measure 80, 48 and 24. This type of measure means we are having a cuboidal shape, length, breadth and height. Okay, so 3 dimensions are given. Is to be covered with a tarpaulin cloth. How many meters of tarpaulin of width 96 centimeter is required to cover such 100 suitcases? Now tarpaulin cloth is something like this. Okay, out of that width is given. Width is how much? Width is given 96 centimeter. But here length is not given. First we have to find out the length. But we know that if we have to cover a suitcase, okay, this is a suitcase, we have to cover it with a tarpaulin cloth. It means area of a suitcase is equals to the area of a tarpaulin cloth. So see here what we have to do. First we have to take out area of a suitcase, that is cuboid. So again total surface area 2 L plus B, L into B, B into H, H into L. Okay, so after applying formula, how much we are getting? 13,824 centimeter square. That is the total surface area of a suitcase. Now how many total suitcases we need? We need total here how many suitcases we need? We need total 100 suitcases. So after multiplying it, how much we are getting? Here we are getting 1382400 centimeter square. This is the area for 100 suitcases. Now length of the tarpaulin, I have told you this type of tarpaulin is given. So that is length into breadth. But we know that total area of a suitcase equal to total area of a tarpaulin. So total area of a suitcase is already obtained here. But area of a tarpaulin means length into breadth. So here length is not given. So after transposing 96 this side, how much we are getting? We are getting 144 meter. That is the length of the tarpaulin. And this much length of tarpaulin is required to cover how many suitcases? To cover 100 suitcases. So this is our question number 2. Now let us see question number 3. So see what is given here. Find the side of a cube whose surface area is 600 centimeter square. Now surface area is already given and we have to find its side. Now what is surface area? See, I have told you, if surface area is mentioned, total or lateral is not mentioned, then what do you have to consider? We have to consider total surface area. Okay, now see what is the total surface area? That is 6 into side square, but side is not given, so we have taken it as L. But 6 side square is equals to 600 because area is already given. Once we transpose 6 this side, it will go in divide. So 600 divided by 6 equal to 100. But here is L square. So once square will be transposed, this will get under rooted. So under root 100 is equals to 10. So what is the length of the cube, or we can say side of the cube? That is 10 centimeter. So this is how we have completed question number 3. Now see question number 4. This is question number 4. Ruxar painted the outside of a cabinet measure 1 meter, 2 meter, 1.5 meter. Again, 3 different dimensions, means this is a cuboid. How much surface area did she cover if she painted all except bottom of the cabinet? Means suppose this is a cuboidal shape. Okay. If this is a cuboidal shape, and out of this what she has to be painted? She has to paint everything except the bottom. Okay. Now see here. Once we know that what is total surface area and what is lateral surface area. Once consider your room as a cuboid. Okay. Then walls are considered as lateral and top and bottom are considered as total. It means from your room, if you will remove your floor of the room and roof of the room, okay, or we can say ceiling of the room. So if you remove top and bottom of any particular box figure, then what are the remaining left portion? Remaining left portion are the four sides. So that is called lateral once you remove top and bottom. So see here, length, breadth and height of the cabinet is given. Total area to be painted was first lateral surface area. So what is the lateral surface area of a cuboid? That is 2L plus B into H. But we have to cover, or we can say we have to paint its top also. So once you will see your ceiling of the room, then there should be two dimensions. One is length, another is breadth. So what we have to add here? Length and breadth also. So this is lateral surface area of all the four sides of a cabinet, and this is the top area of the cabinet, and bottom we have removed. So total is 11 meter square. Okay, this is our question number 4. Now let us see question number 5. This is our question number 5. So see what is given. Daniel is painting the walls and ceiling of a cuboidal hall with length, breadth and height. Okay, again LBH is given. It means this is a cuboid shape. From each cane of paint, 100 meter square of area is painted. How many canes of paint will she need to paint the room? Okay, here it is given that from one cane we can paint only 100 meter square area. Okay, so first we have to take out what is the total area of the room. Then for that total area of the room, how many total paint boxes, or we can say cane of the paints are required, that we have to take out. Okay, now see, length, breadth and height is given. So again, once you will start painting your room, you will start all the four walls of your room, okay, and the ceiling of your room except the floor of your room. Means again you have to consider all the four walls of the room, means four sides, and top means lateral plus top. So lateral means how much? This is the lateral surface area, and top means length into breadth. Okay, again we have to put the values length, breadth and height. We are getting 500 meters square. Means what is the total area of the four walls including ceiling and excluding bottom, or we can say floor? That is 500 meters square. But here it is given for 100 meter square area, how many canes are required? That is one cane. Means from one cane we can paint 100 meter square area. So for 500 meter square area, how many canes are required? There are 5 canes. So here is the answer. 5 cans are required to paint the walls and the ceiling of a cuboidal hall. So this is our question number 5. Now let us see question number 6. This is question number 6. Describe how the two figures at the right are alike and how they are different. Which box has larger surface area? Means this is a cylinder and this is a cube. Why? Because all the three dimensions are same. So we have to take out total surface area of this cylinder and total surface area of this cube. Now see, total surface area, or let us see, sorry, here it is mentioned lateral surface area. So if it is mentioned already, then no need to take out total surface area. We have to calculate lateral surface area. Okay, now see, what is the lateral surface area of a cube? That is 4 into side square. Side is how much? 7. So 4 into 7 square, that is 196 centimeter square. Okay. Now what is the lateral surface area of a cylinder? That is 2 pi RH. This is our diameter. This is our height. And we know that what is radius? Just half of the diameter is called radius. So see here 2 pi, which is 22 by 7. Radius means half of 7, which is diameter, and h is also 7. So this is how much? 154 centimeter square. So here you can see which one is greater. 196 is greater than 154. So we can say which is having larger lateral surface area. This cube is having larger surface area than the cylinder. Okay, this is question number 6. Now see question number 7. This is our question number 7. A closed cylindrical tank of radius 7 meter and height 3 meter is made from a sheet of a metal. How much sheet of metal is required? Okay. Now a closed cylindrical tank of radius. So how much sheet is required? So total surface area means we have to make one cylindrical shape like this. So we have to calculate its top and bottom also. So we have to take here total surface area, that is 2 pi r plus h. Here radius is also given, height is also given. So after putting all the values in the formula, we are getting 440 meter square. So how much sheet of metal is required? 440 meter square sheet of metal is required to make the cylindrical tank. This is our question number 7. Now question number 8. See, the lateral surface area of a hollow cylinder is 4224. It is cut along its side and formed a rectangular sheet of width 33 cm. Find the perimeter of a rectangular sheet. So suppose this is a hollow cylinder. Okay, like this we can make a hollow cylinder. So we have to cut along the cylinder from its height, means we have to cut it vertically, and after cutting it vertically we are getting two shapes, that is rectangle. Means once we will cut this hollow cylinder, we are getting this type of shape, which is rectangle, and out of the rectangle only width is given, that is 33. Okay, length we don't know. So let me tell you one thing. If from one material you are making two figures, okay, if from same material or from same area, this is the area of a cylinder, you are making two materials, then area will remain same, nothing will change. Okay, suppose from a same material you are making a rectangle and you are making a triangle, and if material is having a specified area, then this will be also of same area and this will be also of same area. Okay, now see, hollow cylinder area is given 4224 centimeter square. I have told you area will remain same. So what is the area of a rectangular sheet? That is also equal to area of cylinder, which is length into breadth. But length is not given. So what we will write? Length as it is and breadth is 33. Because from the same material we are making two shapes. One is cylinder, another is rectangle. Okay. Now see, length is 128 centimeter. Now why we need this length? Because we have to take out perimeter of another rectangular sheet. Okay. So see here, what is the perimeter of rectangle? That is 2 into length plus breadth, or we can say width. Width or breadth, both are same. So after calculating all the values, we are getting 322 centimeter. This is the perimeter of rectangular sheet, which is taken out from cutting the cylinder from its height, along with its height. Okay, this is question number 8. Now see, question number 9. This is our question number 9. A row roller takes 750 complete revolutions to move once over to level a road. Find the area of the road if the diameter of a roller is 84 centimeter and length is 1 meter. So let me explain this question. All of you have seen the road roller. It is something like this. Okay. The wheels of the road roller is something like this. Okay. So we have to level this road. Road is of this shape. Okay. We all know that. So once this road roller will roll on this road, it will level the road. So we have to find out that how many total rounds this road roller has to be take, okay, to complete leveling of the road. Okay, this is our question. In one revolution, see, a row, how many revolutions it needs to take? It needs to take 750 complete revolutions, okay, for leveling of the road. Now see, what is given? Now you can see the road roller. Once the road roller is moving on the road, the side edges of this circle, okay, the side edges of the circle is not touching the road. Okay, only the base, which is like this, is touching on the road and they are leveling the road. So means we are using cylinder but excluding top and bottom, means this is lateral surface area. Okay. Now, in one revolution, the roller will cover an area equal to its lateral surface because top and bottom is removed. Now, what is total lateral surface area of a cylinder? That is 2 pi r h. So, here 2 pi r and h. This is given in the question, which is 264 upon 100 meter square. So, this is the area for one revolution. But how many total revolutions the road roller has to be take? That has to be take 750 revolutions. So, total area for one revolution multiplied by 750. So how much area it will cover for leveling the road? 1980 meter square area. This is our question number 9. Now see, question number 10. This is our question number 10. Okay. A company packages its milk powder in a cylindrical container whose base has a diameter of 14. So no need to use diameter. We are taking its radius. So half of the diameter is radius, which is 7. Okay, so here radius is how much? Radius is 7 if diameter is given. Height is also given. And company place a labels around the surface of its container as shown in the figure. Okay, means this area and this area has to be eliminated for label the base. Okay, means we have to remove this area. Now let us see what we have to do here. The area, or we can say the gap which is remaining left, okay, where label is not inserted, that is of 2 centimeters. So 2 centimeter for bottom and 2 centimeter for top, means total 4 centimeter, and the total height of this container is 20. So the area which has to be labeled is 20 minus 4, which means 16. Okay, so the complete height for label is 16. After getting this, what we have to do, we have to apply formula here of lateral surface area. Why? Because we are not labeling the top and the bottom. Okay, so see here, what is the lateral surface area? That is 2 pi RH, 2 pi R and H. So 2 as it is pi 22 by 7, R already we have taken out because 14 is the diameter, and H I have shown you that how it is 16. So total area which is covered by the label is 704 centimeter square. So this is how we have completed our exercise 11.3 of class 8. Thank you students for watching this video.